It's important that you avoid pain for you and your children. Learn about perspective. Learn about what they're going through. Watch this video. Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Frank Quiniguez, the ambassador of reading. And before I get to today's topic, I want to say thank you all for being subscribers here on our channel. Our goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers, and it's moving along beautiful thanks to people like you that are sharing the information. Now, once we hit 100,000 subscribers, what we're going to do is we're going to have a live event when we get to meet each other and we get to interact and get to know more about each other. So share it and have your friends subscribe, and let's reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers. Very well, today's topic is, it's called Save Yourself and Your Children of Pain. And it's not a happy, go-lucky kind of a video. However, I was asked by one of my friends, she's a teacher friend, her name is Angelica Guzman, and my wife, which is also a teacher. They both on the same week, and without talking to each other, they came up to me and they said, hey, let's talk to the team and tell them about this topic. And I thought, wow, it's a very important topic, and it's saving yourself from pain and your children from pain. And here it goes, this is what it's about. Many times when we have our children, we as parents, not just as teachers, as parents, we have our little babies, we put them into elementary, and because they have our support, and we're always there for parent conferences and doing everything that needs to be done, our children excel in the elementary level. They move over to the junior high school level, and guess what? They have a lot of great habits, they have a lot of our support, and they excel in junior high school. Well, here comes high school, and because they did great here and great here, and under our supervision and our support, talking to the teachers and the counselors, they move along to high school, and guess what? They do excellent, and everything looks great. Now, here comes the problem. Many times, those wonderful children that have done excellent in elementary, excellent in junior high school, and excellent in high school, they go out there into the university, and they get exposed to a lot. They get exposed to power of choice, because we are no longer there for parent conferences. Nobody knows and nobody cares, so they get to choose whatever they want to do, and now they have a lot of freedom. Plus, it's not like turn in your homework and I'll give you a grade. I mean, it's like, this is a homework, this is a syllabus, you know what to do. And a lot of times that youth that goes out there doesn't know what to do with all that freedom, and they don't excel as they did in all those three phases. And many times they get depressed because they come home to their parents, and instead of having all those A's that they're used to getting, there's a B and maybe even a C, and they know they're going to hear it from their parents, so they get depressed. Now, once they get depressed, check it out. There's drugs and there's alcohol. So if we're not supporting our children, if we're not backing them up, they could get into a depressed mode. And guess what? And I had to think about it. I talked to the team, and we decided to say it as it is. Many times that youth does not know what to do with themselves. And guess what? They think about suicide. They think about taking their life, and it's not a happy topic. And so before you get too critical, I mean, I hope you can get into perspective. How do they feel? How are you going to support them? Because you did it in all those three phases, elementary, junior high, and now high school, and they're on their own, and they're not excelling like you're used to seeing and they're used to seeing. And believe it or not, they get depressed and they don't know what to do with themselves. I mean, we hear stories. It's easy to hear stories on Facebook or on any of this cyber world. It's easy to hear stories how someone took their life because they thought they couldn't meet their standard. And that's kind of sad. So before you get into criticizing your child, get into perspective and help them out. Hey, it's okay. You gotta be, I know we'll help you out. Tell us what we can do. Tell us how we can support you. And don't worry about it. Hey, you're probably gonna get a B on the next one. Don't go out there and say, well, what about this? You've been getting A's. What have you been doing? Because it could get him into that stage. And Ms. Guzman, Angelica Guzman, she said, you know what? Talk about the topic, because I know someone personally that's having that trouble. And it's so sad, because what do we do once they get into depressed mode? and my wife too. And you know what? She heard it on the radio. She goes, "Oh my goodness, Frank, you really have to talk about it." There was this one lady that got so down on her kid that the kid thought of taking his life. And what saved his life is that the counselor, he went to the counselor, thank God, and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm not cutting it. I don't think I'm going to cut it here at the university. This is what I'm thinking." The counselor went out of her way or his way, called the parent and said, "This is what's going on." The mother went into a shock. "Oh my God, what am I doing? I should step back. I should support him." Well, she did. And what she did, she supported the kid. And instead of being upset at not getting the A, she was supportive. "Hey, you know what? You got to see it's okay. It's something new. We got this." And the kid ended up getting a bachelor's and a master's. And I don't know if they're going for a doctorate, but imagine, instead of supporting, coming down on them and saying, "You got to do better," and what's wrong, and don't do that. Now, as you know, I like stories. Let me tell you a story about my daughter. She's 19. She's going to be 20 in 2020 in March. She was a little kid. I was doing a live presentation, and she comes in, and the door was a little bit open, and I got to see her, and we know our children, and I saw her, and she looked kind of down. She looked kind of sad, all dirty, her hair, her face, her uniform, her cleats from soccer. She's walking in, dragging in, and I'm like, wow, I wonder what happened. Okay. And I finished what I had to do on stage. So I get off stage, I go outside, and I'm wondering how she's doing. And she's so happy-go-lucky. She goes, "Hey, Dad, how are you doing?" And I go, "Oh, hi, baby. How's it going?" I said, "How did it go in the game?" She goes, "Well, I won." And I go, "Oh, well, tell me about it." She goes, "Yeah, you know, I'm a defense, and there was this kid. She was fast, and she was strong, and she pushed me out of the way, and she scored." And I go, "Oh, well, that's okay. She scored a goal. That's okay. What was the score?" She goes, 3-0. 3-0, but didn't you say she scored? "Yeah, they scored 3, we scored 0. But don't worry, I won." And I'm like, "Doesn't make sense, baby. What do you mean you won?" "It's okay. If you want to know more, talk to my Nino, Cachi." That's my compadre. And I go, "Okay, let me talk to him." And so I go, "Cachi, what happened?" Well, you know, I saw her a little down, and I went up to her and I said, "Tell me about it." And she says, "Oh, Nino, we lost." I go, "Wait a minute." He said, wait a minute. "Did you have fun?" "Yeah." "Did you try your best?" "Yeah." "Did your friends have a lot of fun?" "Well, yeah." "Well, you won because you had a lot of fun." "Really, Nino?" "Yeah." "Oh, okay." So I go, "Oh, wow." And that story is just to make a point. Let your kids have fun. Find a way to make it fun. It shouldn't be like go, go, go. Make it fun. There's always going to be a way to make it fun. Now, remember, my wife and I are both teachers. So my wife did get a little worried of our older son, Adam. He went to college. He says, "No, I don't think this is for me." And my wife's like, "Oh my God, what are you going to do, Frank? He's got to go to college. He's got to graduate. He's got to get a degree." And I said, "I want to love my son before anything else. And if he's going to have a hard time and if he's hating it, let's give him a little break. Let's find out where he's at." And he tried college. Nope. Tried it again. Nope. He went into real estate. No. Real estate again. No. Then he got a couple of odd jobs and he wouldn't do it. Now, somehow he got into the trade that my brother does. And he's a glazier. He sets metal and glass for tall buildings. The first day he's out there, comes back, he's the happiest kid in the world. "Oh my God, I love my job. This is what I want to do." And you know what? He's loving it. He's going to get certified. So he'll be good all around the world. And he's doing an apprenticeship. He's on stage 6. There's 8 stages. He's almost done. He's going to do well in his life. And that's what you want to do for your kids. You want to make sure they do well, that they're having fun. If you pressure them too much and they take their life, how happy are you going to be? So before you get there, support them. Let them be happy. Let them know that it's cool. One of the things that I did as they were growing up, I did invest in different properties. And I remember I would take them out. And if we had to knock down a wall, I'd give them a hammer. "Come on, knock it all down." "Really, Dad? Yeah. Can we do that?" Yeah. And they had a lot of fun. Now, I wish I would have taught them my trade, which I'm a construction worker before I became a teacher. I wish I would have taught them a little bit more. If you have a trade, if there's something that you do, teach it to them. Let me tell you a story about this one guy named Adolfo and Rosita. Adolfo and Rosita, great examples. He's a gardener. They have 4 kids. All 4 went to the university, all 4 got bachelor's degrees. Now, I don't know if 1 or 2 are moving forward with a master's or even a doctorate, but I know all 4 of them got bachelor's degrees. And you know what he did? He would take them out. Come on, help me cut the grass, help me prune the roses and everything. And he taught them that trade. Now, if they wouldn't have done anything else, well, guess what? They end up being gardeners. However, it's better to be a gardener than nothing at all. Excuse me. So I know that Adolfo and Rosita, they supported their kids and gave them something to fall back on. Now, all jobs are wonderful. If you can teach your kid how to do whatever you're doing, teach it to them. I think they're going to be better off than having nothing. Be proud of it too. If you're a plumber, hey, great. If you're an electrician, whatever it is, teach it to them. That way they have something in their brain that says, I know how to make dollars. I know how to get a job. I know how to do this well. And now they're all 4 are full grown. They're doing fantastic. My kids are doing good. So far, so good. And never mind Adolfo's kids or Rosita's kids or my kids. Go to your kids. Support them. Let them have some fun. If they're having a little struggle with the university, hey, before you go out at it and you got to do this and you got to do that, know that they're having a new experience that they're not used to. So make sure you're not the parent that has the kid with depression or worse, has a story that says, my kid took his life. Don't do that. Support him. And so I want to say thank you to teacher Angelica and teacher Pat Iniguez for giving me this wonderful topic. I know it's not a happy topic. However, it is an important topic, something that you must know. And you know what? Share it. I think this is an important thing to share. Before you pressure your kids to something that you're not going to be happy about, maybe drugs, alcohol, or in worst case scenarios, taking their life, let's help them out, support them. Very well. We're going to leave it at that. Remember, let's hit 100,000 subscribers. Share the information. I think it's important information. Some of it is fun. Some of it is learning. Some of it is finances. And today, well, I think it's one of the most important topics. It's your kids. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for. Congratulations and thank you for watching until the end. If you like the information, there are more videos that you can watch. Also, if you're not part of this community yet where you're subscribed, you can subscribe down here. Also, make your comments. I love reading comments and share because that's what makes the channel grow. Thank you and welcome to the channel.